Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Survival. The worker is continuing on with the harvest. This is actually a contract that we're doing here, and we're trying to make sure we have enough money to get through the months without getting into debt. And of course we don't just want to keep passing the months, we want to actually work in our own fields as well. We do have to cultivate them and drill them. Drilling won't be until October, but we do need to cultivate them first because our drill is not a direct drill. So yeah, it's all just progressing nicely here. Eventually I'm going to take over from the worker because it'll be a lot easier that way, because it's going to get to a point, basically it's not harvesting straight. You can see it's sort of going at an angle. It's going to get to a point where it's just forever turning around and getting confused, and it'd be far easier if I do it. But for the time being it's alright on a worker, although I'm probably going to regret saying that. Yeah, it's faffing about. I do regret saying that already. Okay, well, I won't stop the work yet, but I think what I'll do is I'll let it go back up to the top, and then we'll unload going back down, and then I will take over. You can see it's missed a few bits. He got very confused over at that pole over there, and also weirdly at the top of the field it's left a huge margin as well, even though there's nothing there. I guess it might be detecting the road. I'm not too sure. Anyway, I'll see you back up at the top, and yeah, we'll be a bit fuller by then. Pretty close to full. I thought I'd wait here instead of going all the way back up to the top. But we're half full, and well, it might all fit. I think the rest of the field will probably come close to fitting. I hope it does. Well, I hope it all does fit. Just it will save a journey. But it's going to be very exciting to see how much of a bonus we get from the excess grain. It's usually quite good. But where did that canola field I did? That was disappointing. But this field, with it being bigger, should be good, I hope. We'll soon find out. Anyway, time to jump into the combine, and I will take over. Yep, we do not need to have the worker anymore, I don't think. So, lower the header down. And we'll go on our way. Yeah, so I'm going to have to get all the bits that it's missed. We don't have to do it, but the thing is with the contracts, if you don't do it, then you do miss out on that extra excess grain payment. But you don't have to harvest every single little bit to complete the job. But it just shows the point. When it comes to harvesting, we might as well, because we can only benefit. Should I do it from first person view? Probably not. Done. I'm not going to take the combine home, into the shed yet, because we'll probably need it again. Whenever I say that's it for this year, I always discover that we need to do another contract. So, oh yeah, also this tractor. I had a very good suggestion actually from somebody, from a viewer, saying we could sell it, but to a neighbouring farmer or a local farmer, and then we could keep the actual machine in the game, so we can still see it, but we get paid for it. So we do sell it to them, but it doesn't just disappear. Love the idea. We could do that. We could get £5,000 for it. So I think I'll just keep considering the different options, but that does sound like a very good one to me. Right, okay, so we've got 8,049 litres here of rye. Let's get this taken over to the sell point, and then we will be done. It's going to be very exciting to see how much we're going to get. We already do get, I think, about £2,000 for the job, which isn't too bad. But yeah, it's always nice to get a decent extra bonus as well. Looks like there is a cut-through track here. Yeah, before I went all the way back up to the top road, it wasn't totally necessary, although this isn't a direct route. We still have to go around here. Yeah, and the sell point keeps changing for different contracts, but for this particular contract, it is this pit here. Sometimes it's the one around the corner. Right, so we need to watch the money. Watch that money carefully. I hope it isn't just like £100. I would be happy with 500. I know it's all a bonus anyway, but yeah, 500 plus would be amazing. 1,000 plus would be just unbelievable. Whoa! Yes, £1,055. And that's given us an extra 5% off discount on all of his fields, all of Thomas's fields. So that's 10%, because we've done 2 jobs now for Thomas. So, well, we actually could buy this particular field in the future. Which one was it? I've actually forgotten where I was now. Blimey. 114. Yes, it'd be now 88. Is that 88? Yeah, 88. Oh, it does say only minus 5%. Was it not Thomas I did a job for before? I'm getting confused. Anyway, with the amazing bonus and the contract money put together, we're now, what was it about? It must be about £3,300 that we got there. Very good. Yeah, so we're up to £7,276. I know we're not going to be able to retire on that, but it is still very helpful, and we can get a little bit closer to buying more machinery. And, well, we actually could repay the loan for the front loader if we wanted to, but I don't think there's any point. We'll just keep it going and let it just pay off naturally and gradually. So yeah, we'll probably go and cultivate our fields. We've got 2 fields to cultivate. They're currently stubble. They do need to be done because, yeah, as I said, in September, October time, they're going to be drilled. In September, we could do canola. Depends if I want to do canola. Maybe I do. Again, as we might be doing some more contracting, we should probably not take the trailer back to the shed. And we do have this little area. Suggestions have been made on this already. Thank you, everybody. Like greenhouses, beehives. We could even put another animal enclosure in here. But it's not quite as big as it looks, as I said, because basically everything level with this shed here, which is the neighbour shed, everything that side is theirs. So we just have what you see here, basically up to that tape. Because that's the neighbours as well, over where that oak tree is. So, yes, we don't have too much space here. Don't know what I'm doing. The other thing is we could plough it up temporarily and put some grass in. Yeah, I just can't decide. Yeah, I appreciate all of the suggestions, but I just cannot decide. I kind of feel like a bit of grass, because then we could do some grass for the cows that we're going to get eventually, but then it's such a tiny area, and we can't afford to really get a building yet. Like a production building. So I don't know. I really don't know. Well, we'll go up here. We'll do the smallest field first. And again, we are just saving up for bigger machinery, bigger implements, all that sort of stuff. Just taking it nice and slowly, as all my videos are. Yes, I know, they're not that fast paced, but it seems to go down well with most, which is great. To be honest, I wouldn't be able to go any faster. If I was going faster, I'd just be rushing it or cheating it. Cheating it mostly. I think that's the only way you could do it, just by cheating money in, and that just sort of defeats the object. It certainly defeats the object of survival, especially vintage survival, using old machinery and trying to get on your feet from having very little. Yeah, there is always that risk, though, of being too slow. And I think that's what happened with my previous series, it was just too slow. This series is definitely a bit faster, but that's because we have the help from the loan system. And I suppose we did have a bit more land to begin with. Anyway, yep, this field first, and then we'll go over to the other field, which is slightly bigger.
You'll remember the leaps of faith.
nearing an end. I suppose, yeah, the cultivator isn't on the desperate to replace list. We can get it done. It doesn't take too long. But as we get more and more land, yeah, that's when it's going to become a problem, especially if we do get even one big field. Because the amount of time it would take up. Although we could just put it on a worker. But it really shouldn't be too difficult to be able to afford something which is just marginally bigger. Okay, I'm going to finish off, and then we might move on to September. We'll see. If we do, there is a chance that we could put in a crop. Just a bit over there, but otherwise, yeah, it's looking mostly complete. There we go. So is there anything anybody wants to see in particular? Like a certain crop type that you really want me to do? Because there's always those different crop types which I never actually really do because they don't seem that profitable, like poplar. Yeah, when did I last do poplar? That's the other problem. It takes some expensive machinery and modern machinery, so this isn't really the best series for it. Although we could do biobaling on our Survival Challenge series. We're getting enough money for that sort of thing. Anyway, let's just put this over here. We can block the pit because we don't have anything to go in there. No crops or even growing. So yeah, let's just leave this tractor here. Let's go and sleep. We're going to lose some money overnight, obviously, for the loan. It's going to be about £2,000 thereabouts, maybe a bit less. But yeah, it should still leave us with over £5,000 hopefully, or around £5,000. We'll see. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't take into account property maintenance. Joy. Well, at least we do have positive figures in the bank account. It's not below zero. 4,776. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look at our calendar. Of course, we do have more contracts, as I keep mentioning, but let's just check the calendar for different crop types. Planting season. Okay, so we can put triticale and rye in today. We could do green rye as well, but I don't really want to do that again. Oh, alfalfa. Yes, we could do alfalfa. Thing is, though, can we put alfalfa in the pit? I'm not sure. Can you ferment it? I don't know. In this game. Okay, we'll probably do... yeah, this is different. This is definitely different. So you can do wheat and barley as well. This has been changed for this map. Canola is actually August. That's crazy. Yeah, you can definitely do canola in September in certain areas, but obviously not where this is set. Eastern Europe. I would have thought you would be able to. Anyway, not to worry. So yeah, it's... I would say rye and triticale again. I might as well. They're both priced quite well, and I think they do yield quite well as well. Now we're going to have to probably buy some seed. If only I could locate my drill. Where is my drill? It can't be far. Where did I put my drill? Oops. I have found it. Oh, nice. So we do already have quite a lot of seed in the drill. Currently set to oats. We'll get that changed. I think first of all to triticale, which is that one, I believe. Or we could just do triticale in both the fields. I suppose I should say all the fields. We actually do have 3. Or would that be too boring? Makes sense. It does make sense to have the same crop type throughout. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll do this one first, and then we'll probably do the others as well. The working width is not much different to the cultivator, so it's still going to take a bit of time to do this. And yes, if we are doing all 3 fields, we'll certainly need to refill. It's not too slow. But yeah, I do want to try and pick up the pace a bit, because obviously we do want to keep expanding as quickly as possible. But once our fields have been done, we can just focus 100% on other people's fields, 100% money making through external means, rather than our own farm. And because we do have the Better Contracts mod installed, we do have the Lazy Farmers feature installed as well, which basically means that the farms are not going to do their work as often. So there's going to be more selection in the contract list. As you can see, this farmer here didn't even bother to do their harvesting. They drilled it for nothing. It's as bad as me. They have allowed their crop to wither, which actually I don't think I've ever seen before with farmers, basically the other farmers that own land. Usually they do always harvest in time in the vanilla game, so that's definitely different. Right, we'll do this field, and we'll probably do the other small field, and then we'll leave the other one until next time, because I might decide to put a different crop type in, but we'll have to see. Oh, there's also rain coming, so that's going to stop play. Well, as you saw, the rain did come and go. I did have a quick break to get rid of the rain, but that worked out okay. And 3 fields have been done with triticale, leaving the largest field, which we'll possibly do with triticale, or maybe we'll do a different crop type. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all what we do. So we'll finish off, and then next time we will get these fields fertilised. Mustn't forget to do that. And I know some people will be thinking, oh, you'll forget. No, I won't. I will make sure of it. I will honestly make sure of it. Because these will need to be done twice, actually. Ah, that's annoying. Yeah. Because these obviously were not grass fields to begin with, so they don't get that first application. They'll be completely empty, and we baled these fields as well. So there wasn't the chopped straw, which is being shredded and then giving us that extra application. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just park up at the next field. It would be kind of nice if every crop type requires its own seed, so you have to empty the seeder, put a different type of seed in. I say kind of nice because it's not always fun to do that. It's time consuming, obviously, but if you're doing a realistic playthrough, then yeah, it would be very nice. Okay, well, oh crikey, I just put a bit of triticale in, whoops. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and next time, like I said, we'll be continuing with this, and hopefully we'll do some more contracts, and you never know, we might be able to progress through nicely, and I don't know, I don't think we'll get to next year, but we'll have to see. See you again soon. Bye for now.